Hello, this is Veronica Napier, the Library Media Specialist at Central Elementary School. This instructional video is about Pixton software. Pixton is a web-based application for creating and producing comics for educational purposes. I'm making this video tutorial because I believe in Pixton. Pixton has proved to be a valuable tool in my school library setting, and I want to carry the message of this wonderful instrument to others. Pixton can be used anywhere, in any educational setting, at any grade level. This video is going to go into sections. Section 1, what is Pixton? Well, Pixton is just a simple web-based application for creating and making comics. Teachers can go in and create lessons, and students can complete assignments. It's super easy to use. For example, here's a student work sample about change over time in transportation. Here's another student work sample for math about area and perimeter. If you need to pause the video so you can read the script, go ahead. Why should we use Pixton? Because recent studies have shown that comics and graphic novels are more prevalent now than any other time. In 2009, Deborah Villadero of Educational Weekly said, "Once fuel for mass book burnings, comic books are gaining a foothold in the nation's schools, with teachers seeing them as a learning tool and scholars viewing them as a promising subject for educational research." Fordham University's Graduate School of Education in New York City hosted the first academic conference on graphics and education in 2009. James Bucky Carter, assistant professor of English education at the University of Texas of El Paso, and a keynote speaker for the event said, "There are multiple studies to suggest that students who read comics go on to read more and to read more varied literature." So why comics now? The academic interest comes as sales of graphic literature are exploding worldwide, and libraries and bookstores in the United States are setting aside sections to display it. That's also from Education Weekly in 2009. Pixton is also super affordable. There are packages as low as 77 cents per student per semester. So if the semester starts in August and ends in December, that's 4 months. And if you have another semester in January that ends in May, that's 5 more months. Pixton is also full of educational ideas. You can go into any subject area, such as language arts, math, or social studies, and look up a lesson plan, and it'll give you a comic to go along with that lesson plan, or an idea for you to create an assessment for your students. It's also easily monitored. We know that web applications are kind of stringent today in public schools because of social media, such as Facebook and Twitter and things, but this is really easily monitored. There's no fear of letting your students go online with Pixton. Overall, Pixton is just a great educational tool to have. Video Section 2, Goals and Objectives of the Upcoming Activity. By the end of this video, viewers will be able to manipulate the Pixton software and implement Pixton in an educational setting. Here are our activity objectives. Viewers will be able to create a 3-strip comic about Abraham Lincoln using the Pixton software. Here we have our formative assessment tool. You can rate your work with 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest possible score, for a total of 25 points. Be sure to comment on each score. This is just a simple self-assessment. Your prerequisite knowledge is pretty easy. All you need to have is typing, copy, and paste. As my students would say, it's easy cheesy. Video Section 3. Now, let's get to work. First, log on to Pixton using one of the following usernames displayed on the next slide. After this training, all the usernames will be voided. So let's everybody go to www.pixton.com/schools/login. You can pick any username in this column. The password for all usernames is Central5. This is what you see when you log into Pixton for Schools. Once you get logged in, you'll see the Assignments tab. Click on the Assignments tab to open and choose Abraham Lincoln Comic. Just a reminder to pause the video whenever necessary. Click Create a Comic. As you can see, there was already a student sample work there. Now, we want to click on the Quickie format. Next, you want to choose a template of your preference with at least 2 characters. Once you've chosen the characters, and there are pages and pages upon characters, be sure you have the ones that you want. Now you want to open a new tab and go to the internet and go to gardenofpraise.com/leaders.htm. Scroll down under Presidents and click on Abraham Lincoln. Now you want to choose at least 2 facts that make him significant. These facts have been fact-checked. You want to post these facts on your comic. Now click on the balloon box to enter dialogue. You can also change the colors, wardrobe, and positions, and even the facial expressions of some of your characters with the given tabs on the left and the bottom. As you can see, this one says, "Who is Abe Lincoln?" Well, he was the 16th president of the USA. Huh? Yes, and he was assassinated in 1865. And then you have the little girl in the last scene with blonde hair. She looks a little frustrated with her friend, and she says, "You have much to learn, my friend." Are you finished? Let's do a quick formative assessment. Make sure your comic has 3 separate scenes. Your comic displays 2 characters engaging in dialogue. The comic states 2 correct facts about Abe Lincoln. The text is readable, relevant to font and size. And your scenes, your characters and background, are relevant to the context of the comic. If your masterpiece is just the way you want it, click Save and Submit. An email will be sent to the person who created the assignment. Then they can do the summative assessment. Once your pieces have been sent to your teacher, he or she can look at the work you've done and give you a final grade. The teacher will be using the same scorecard that you've used. I hope you've enjoyed this video and learned a lot from the simple activity that we've done. Don't forget to log on to Pixton at www.pixtonforschools.com.